Hi, everybody, it's Ms. Salazar, and welcome to Health Class. So, today we're going to talk about staying safe from strangers. This class is going to be through LMS, not Zoom. Now, let's see. A stranger is someone you do not know. A stranger could be a woman or a man. It could be from any age, right? It could be an elderly woman or an elderly man. It could be a much younger woman or a much younger man. It doesn't matter. Now, a stranger could still be nice to you, right? Just because it's a stranger doesn't mean that the person is going to be mean to you. They could still be nice. But the problem about this is that they are still a stranger. You don't know them. And because you don't know them, you don't know their intentions. So it's best to stay away from them to stay safe. Now let's see. You know many different people. Some are your friends, some are your family, you know people in your community too. A stranger is someone that you do not know. Now, most strangers are kind, but some are not. Walk away if a stranger tries to talk to you. Never, never, never get into a stranger's car. If an adult needs help, he or she will ask another adult. So, this is really important for you guys to know. So, if let's say that I don't know, let's say that you're at a store, right? And then a stranger comes to you and the stranger's asking for help. Right there, that's a red flag because if a stranger, an adult stranger, needs help, then he is going to ask another adult for help. He's not going to ask a kid for help. So that right there is a red flag. So remember, if an adult needs help, he or she will ask another adult. That stranger is not going to ask a kid for help, right? The stranger needs to ask another adult for help. So that right there is an immediate red flag. Now, tell a parent or guardian if a stranger comes to the door and don't open it. Never open the door if you do not know the person, okay? Let your parent, your mom, your dad, or your grandparents open the door, okay? Let them do it. Now, this is a video that you guys have in LMS. It's really important that you guys see this because this happens a lot, at least in the United States. It's always a thing. I don't know why, but it's always happening. Kids are going, they get in a car with strangers or they take candy from strangers. But I don't know why that happens all the time, but it's important for you guys to see this. It's a video that you guys have in LMS, and it's a video about a kid that he's walking down the sidewalk and then a car approaches him and he's a stranger and you need to see what happens. So let's see. I'm going to click to the next slide. Okay, so remember, these are the things that you need to do when you're approached by a stranger. So number one, take 3 giant steps away from that person. If the person that comes near you, he's asking you a question. It could be a he or it could be a she. The stranger is asking you a question or something. He's telling you something. You take 3 giant steps away from that person. Number two, do not take anything from them, like food or animals. Like, don't take anything from them. Number three, do not go with them or get near them. That's why you have to take 3 giant steps away from them. Okay. And the reason for that is because they are an adult. It's a stranger's going to be, the stranger could be an adult, a man or a woman. And because this person is an adult, this person is going to be bigger than you. This person is going to be stronger than you. So you need to keep your distance from this person. That's why you have to take 3 giant steps away from the person. Do not go with them ever or get near them. Number four, always say no. Just because the person is an adult doesn't mean that you have to do what they say. No, you are allowed to say no. Okay. And number five, run away from that person. So you can walk away, say no, walk away. But if you see that the person is insisting, if you see that the person keeps nagging at you, telling you to do this, telling you to come with me, take this, it's candy, I made it from scratch, or whatever. This person is telling you a story, trying to convince you to go with them or to take something from them. That is an immediate red flag. And that's when you know that you immediately need to run away from the person. Now, I know it sounds random to just, start running, but it actually works. It does. It scares the stranger, and the stranger will go away if you just start running. Now, when you do that, tell another adult what just happened. Tell your parents, your grandparents, tell a police officer. If you're running and let's say that you're going to the bus stop, right? You're waiting for your bus and you're going to school. Tell your bus driver. Also, this is another thing that you need to remember. Number one, what the person looks like. For example, the eye color, the hair color, what the person was wearing, glasses, tattoos, color of the car. Those are things that you need to remember. Okay, those are things that are going to help the police officer find that stranger. Another thing that you need to remember is what the person said to you. So remember, when you are approached by a stranger, follow these rules and always try to remember what the person looks like, the hair color, the eye color, what the person was wearing. If the person was wearing a blue shirt, a black shirt, a white shirt, if the person was wearing flip flops or something like that, if the person had glasses, if the person had any tattoos, the color of the car. Those are the things that you need to remember because those are the things that you need to tell the police officer when the police officer questions you. Okay, those are really, really important information. Now, this is your assessment. You have until the 21st to send this. You're going to send this to LMS in PDF. It is worth 5 points. Now, here's what you have to do. It says read each paragraph, write what to do to stay safe. So you're going to read this paragraph and then you're going to write right here on these 2 lines. You're going to write what you would do to stay safe. So let's see. Paragraph number 1 says, I am walking home from school. A car stops next to me. I do not know the person inside the car. She asks me if I want a puppy. Okay, so let's stop. Right there, the stranger approaches you. The stranger is in a car. The stranger is a she, right? It's a woman. And she asks you if you want a puppy. Now she says the puppy is in the car, it needs a home. So this is what I would do. So if you're walking down the road, a stranger approaches you in a car, right? The stranger is a woman and she's asking you if you want a puppy, right? She's offering you a puppy. What would you do in order to stay safe if that actually happens to you? You need to think and then you need to write the things that you would do in order to stay safe. Remember, never, ever, ever take anything from them. Take 3 giant steps away from the car, away from the stranger. Okay, you are allowed to say no. You can say no to the person. You can walk away if you see that the person is still insisting and insisting in you, right? The person is like nagging you because they still want you to take something from them or they still want you to go with them, then run away. It's going to scare that person. So write what you would do here on these lines, and then you're going to do exactly the same thing with this paragraph. So let's see. Paragraph number 2 says, I am home playing. My parent is in the basement in the workshop. The doorbell rings. I go to the door and look out the window. There is a man there I do not know. He tells me to open the door to talk to him. So let's see, this is what I would do. So if you're in your house, let's say that your dad is in the basement, he's working on something, right? He's down there, you're in your house, and then the doorbell rings. You look out the window, there's a man you don't know, he's outside, and he asks you to open the door. What would you do? Are you just going to open the door to a stranger? Or are you going to keep the door closed and are you going to tell your dad, right? Or tell your parent. Tell me what you would do to stay safe, and you're going to write that here on the line. So that is what you're going to do. If you guys have any questions about the assessment, let me know. Bye everybody.